For a deep and full stretch to the upper arms, shoulders, and chest, move the client's feet up and have a seat on them. Find your center of balance and ask for the client's arms. From there, you'll grip them and pull them up off of the mat. Let them know that their head can rest, and that'll open the upper neck. By you, the practitioner, keeping the shoulders back, you create a counterbalance, and little work needs to be done by anyone. This is a real fun, dynamic stretch. I encourage you to give it a try. When the client's ready, slowly bring them down because their head is the closest thing to the ground right now. Now we'll spend some time on the back. Begin just by some nice full presses. Hands on both sides of the spine, pressing the rib cage both open and down into the mat. Follow the client's breath, so on their inhale, keep the pressure light, and follow the exhale with deepening the pressure. When we get down to the sacrum, press the body towards the feet. This allows for the lower lumbar spine to unwind. Now we'll try some myofascial release. Myofascia is a technique that creates more space in the body by using stretching, very similar to Thai massage. What we'll do here is put both hands crossing one another, and so as the practitioner roots their shoulders down, the hands pull the back open. The term fascia refers to the soft tissue component of the connective tissue that provides support and protection for most structures within the human. This soft tissue can become restricted due to disease, overuse, trauma, infectious agents, or inactivity, often resulting in pain. Myofascia techniques generally fall under two categories: passive and active. We'll explore the indirect method here. Indirect myofascial release involves a gentle stretch with only light pressure. This allows the fascia to unwind itself. The dysfunctional tissues are guided along the path of least resistance until free movement is achieved. The gentle traction applied to the restricted fascia result in heat and increased blood flow to the area. This allows the body's inherent ability for self-correction to return, thus eliminating pain and restoring optimum performance of the body. Light pressure should be maintained for 3 to 5 minutes. Let's finish by giving the legs a nice full stretch by extending them off the mat. This can be held for a couple of minutes also, or just for a few seconds. Finally, we'll root the heels of the foot deep into the client's hips. By doing this, we'll be again opening the quadriceps and finding some more space in the knee joint. Make sure to keep a nice strong back to keep yourself in good alignment, and also not to give too much pressure on the client, allowing for a full but comfortable opening. To stretch the arm, get a good hold of the wrist and pull it away from the body. You can use your foot to anchor the body away from the arm, stretching out the shoulder and some of the ribs also. Use the arch of your foot to rest inside the rib cage, giving comfort to the patient. And don't press in too hard. It's just a way to create a nice opposing force into the full stretch that you're already using by pulling with your hands. Work your foot down the rib cage till you get down towards the hips, giving it a little more dynamic variation. A great way to offer the client some nice pressure without wearing down your own arms and shoulders is to press on them with your feet. Make sure you do not give them too much pressure, and you can do this by asking them if they would like more or less. Be conscious to use the arch of your foot along the legs and arms, since it is a nice way to diffuse the available pressure that you can place on them. Go slowly here and allow each pressure point to really fill the body with ease, grounding, and relaxation. Do the arms in the same way as the legs, using the arch of your foot to press in to the arm. And again, do be cautious of the amount of pressure you use. Pressing the hands and feet are a great way to finish your practice. To massage the head and neck, we'll start at the occipital bone. Place our fingertips at the bottom of that bone so it's at the intersection of the head and the neck. This is a place where a lot of tension is stored. Shift your palms onto the very top of the chest. These pectoralis muscles can work really hard from other lower body misalignments. They will sometimes are holding the chest up since the skeletal system is no longer doing so. Fascia release is great to do on the head and neck. Start those fingertips again at the occipital bone. Place your free hand on their shoulder. Push your two hands away from one another and create space. People generally really enjoy this position, so feel free to take a couple of extra minutes for them to fully enjoy and unwind. To conclude this session, spend some time on the forehead. In closing, cultivate and reflect on metta, that is, loving kindness. This is a mindfulness technique that can be practiced all throughout the massage and in everyday life.